First, Clint, if you could talk about the keys to the victory tonight against USF.
We come out pretty sluggish in the first half. We weren't defending the three real well, and their on-ball at the top was giving us some troubles, but we spoke about that at half-time and made some changes, and that helped us out a lot in the second half.
Matthew, can you talk about the matchup on Monday with either Gonzaga or BYU?
Well, we know it's going to be a tough matchup either way. They're both really good sides, and we're looking forward to it.
Question for student athletes, if you could raise your hand, name and affiliation. Steve?
Yeah, Steve Carpenter, the Review Journal here in Vegas. Matt, for you, they seem to really be determined to keep you from getting going offensively. What was the key for you being able to still contribute to what you did tonight?
Well, they were trapping the on-balls, so the key was to get it out, and there was going to be a 2-on-1 or 3-on-2, either at the basket or open for three, so we did a pretty good job of that. We just need to pick up our D in the first half.
Steve?
Matthew or Clint, you guys have now beaten them 14 times in a row. I know you haven't been part of all of that, but you've certainly been part of some of it. Does that have anything to do with in the middle of the second half, you kind of take control? Is there anything psychological that, or am I reading too much into it?
Yeah, we had no idea about any of that. We just knew we had to come out in the second half and play a lot better than what we did in the first to get that win, and we turned it around, and that's what got us there. Yeah.
Ben?
Clint, this isn't a surprise in this building for you earlier this year. Good game against Baylor in here. Is there something about this building that suits your eye, just shooting-wise?
No. I mean, tonight's probably the best. Is the best I've shot it here, but just I'm in the corner. They find me. I'm open. I shoot it, and it's going in.
Zach?
Clint, the past few games, you've actually been in double digits the past 3 games. Are you feeling a lot better now after maybe fully recovered from the ankle earlier on in the season, or are you just getting into the flow of it right now? Yeah,
definitely. That having that little injury there kind of slowed me up a bit, but it took a couple of games to get over it, and I feel 100% now and starting to get some form back and shooting it well, so yeah.
Steve?
Matt, can you just talk a little bit about how playing for your country last summer to qualify for the Olympics helped make you a better player this year for St. Mary's?
Well, I think just playing against men and sort of good quality opposition just helped me out a lot, and just that style of basketball, like what it takes to win, helped a lot as well.
Is there anything specific you're doing better this year?
I don't think so. Not off the top of my head.
Final question for the players. Jason?
Matthew and Clint, either of you guys trying to get healthy in the last few weeks as a team, could you kind of describe that process and maybe what it meant to you guys to win that league title outright with all you've been through?
Well, a lot of credit goes to Amy, our trainer. She was working overtime for a long time there. So thanks to her, we're all back pretty healthy now. But that was our goal at the start of the season, to win the title. And we're happy we did that, but now we've got to focus on Monday night.
Student athletes are excused. Thank you. Coach Bennett, opening statement on the win tonight?
You know what? That's a tricky deal. We played them back-to-back games, so they knew us, we knew them. And we played really well at USF last week. So it was there's some mental things you got to get through on that game. I thought USF's been playing well. I think going into this, they've won 10 of the last 14. And then losses are at Gonzaga, to BYU at home, to us at home. And at Loyola Marymount in a game they were up, I think, 20 with 10 minutes to go or something like that. So they have been playing well. We thought that when we went there last Saturday. And we were really focused last Saturday and had to be to get that done. And then today I thought they were really focused, and I thought it took us a little bit to get going. And sometimes that happens in the tournament. They played 2 games. They have momentum. The edge is off for them. Like, they're not as nervous. This tournament, it's it's do or die. So there's some nerves there, and I just thought we had to play through that. So our guys did a good job of not panicking and losing their composure. Eventually, we started defending a little better and played a little better second half. I got on them at half. I didn't think we competed at the level we usually do. So they responded. We did a good job. Dueling played really well for them. So did Blackwell. And they played well. They're playing well. Rex has done a really nice job with that team and his program.
Questions for Randy? Steve?
Randy, how's Stephen and Mikey playing Monday night?
How's what?
Stephen Holt, how's Mikey playing Monday night?
I doubt it. I doubt it. At this point, we're I think he could play physically. I don't think mentally he's there. He hasn't gone 5-on-5 yet. Amy Carroll's done a great job with him, but we just don't. It's not worth it to risk it at this point. We anticipate having him for the postseason, and we'll have another 10 or 11 days. He's close, but like I said, he's a little apprehensive about doing too much, and so we have to work him through that, and that's going to take time. So I don't plan on seeing him.
Yeah, Coach, could you talk about the importance of having a 9-point edge and second chance points against a team like San Francisco?
The importance is we're up 9 points in that category. So any way we can get an edge, we'll take it. I thought Jones was really good on the board second half, and I don't know. We played harder second half, and I think when you do that, you get some second chance points.
Zach?
Talk about that stretch in the middle of the second half where you guys finally took the lead, got up by 10, and the fact that you guys only committed one turnover during that stretch, and that was something that they were really able to force was a lot of turnovers the last time you guys saw each other.
Yeah, I think they had to pick their spots this time. This was their third game in 3 nights. They don't play that many guys. They were trying to do whatever they could to save their legs, so they had to pick their spots on their pressure. We were a little more ready for it this time, and so when we don't turn it over, we're pretty efficient offensively as a team, and that's what we did down the stretch. Missed some free throws, and I think we had a turnover or two, but if we take care of the ball, we're going to be all right, and that's one of our keys every night, every game, every year.
Randy, you've had a lot of good players, a lot of good teams. The development of this team and how it's kind of gotten to this point and come together, how's it been different maybe from some of the other really nice teams you've had?
I thought we were a little different when we had Holt because we were really strong at the guard spot and we could get after you defensively. We could pressure you a little bit. Since we've lost him, we've kind of had to change what we do a little bit defensively. But this team, the area of this team has impressed me the most is they're very consistent. I mean, tonight was one of the rare times I had to get on them about. I didn't think we played hard first half. I thought and that's on me. We told them to go under on balls so much and keep guys in front of you. We didn't play. I didn't think we got after people defensively at all. So other than that, these guys they're really consistent. And that's leadership. That's Rob and Matt and those seniors, Clinton, Kenton, and Rob. They want to be good, and they understand that. But it's easy to say, hard to do. But as much as any team we've had, this team brings a very good effort every night. They're very consistent.
Jason?
Randy, you talked about nerves earlier. Is there a difference with this group and maybe the way you can coach them playing for NCAA seeding as opposed to trying to get the NCAA bid?
There's two things. We wanted to win that league. And other than maybe when we went to the Sweet 16, I don't think none of our teams have ever been as focused as they were for that weekend. That's not me. That's them. Like I said, it's leadership. But they were really, really ready to go last weekend. Well, we did that. And that was one of our goals as a team to start the year. Well, now we have to switch gears. And this is a tournament. And we're trying to win this, for us, 2-game tournament. And so that's kind of where we're at. Is that was that, this is now, and we're trying to. I don't think we did a great job of it. I didn't do a great job of having them prepared for that. Now, hopefully, we will be at this point. But these tournaments, they're do or die. You have to bring it. If you're mentally not in the right frame of mind, if you're on your heels, it's going to be over before you know it. So we need to get back to being the aggressor. And I thought USF was the aggressor tonight, and we were kind of on our heels, which I didn't like. But credit them. Like Dooling came, he was ready. And Green was ready, and they jumped on us early. Blackwell was ready. Those guys were ready to play. I don't think we were attacking them as much as they were attacking us.
Final question, Steve?
Randy, when I saw you guys here in Vegas, you look like a team that was still trying to figure themselves out. What have you seen since we saw you last December that had you most pleased, besides the consistency?
Yeah, we've changed twice since then. We lost Clint here, and we didn't have Clint for a long time. So Jordy emerged here when we played. You're talking about when we played at Christmas?
Yes.
Yep. And that changed our team. Jordy came in. He played well. We were different. We were coming at you with three guards all the time, and we really played well for a stretch there. And then we lost Holt, so we've changed. We had to change again. We're a little different. Now I think defensively we have to be a lot more conservative, and it's hard for us to pressure people. So it's been a couple different teams this year, and we don't have a lot of depth on the perimeter, so we have to make it work with what we have. We had that stretch when we were without Holt, and Deli was banged up, and I think we'll change again when we get Holt back. So hopefully we have enough practice time to get where we're in sync, and that's our best team when we have all four of those perimeter guys. Bo Levesque's done a good job stepping up for us on the perimeter, and but when we have them all, we're pretty good.
Thank you, Randy.
I thought they beat us a little bit on the boards, which paid big dividends. Stendell in the first half was really good. I don't feel like we did a great job or a good enough job of chasing them off the three-point line. Della Vadova is a guy that you got to try to not give him options, and I thought we gave him options on the roll or on the kick for the quick three, and their guys were ready to make plays off of that. And you have to take away the layup first and make sure you take it away, and then you have to chase them off the three-point line. We just didn't do a good enough job in that area, and they get the W.
Cody, can you talk about some of the keys to the game?
Like you said, we probably could have done a little better job on the ball screen defense, but I think we played well. I think we just, no excuses, but maybe we ran out of gas a little bit with about 16 minutes to go.
Ferris, can you talk about the team's effort over the last three nights with the two wins the last two nights?
I think we had a great effort. Came out with energy every game today as well, and just couldn't get it done at the end.
Questions for the student athletes first? Ben?
Cody, they played defense like this last Saturday. They were going to give you shots. Did you know coming into tonight you were going to have to shoulder a bigger load offensively?
I think so. I think, I didn't shoot as well as I would have liked last game, and I just tried to stay aggressive, and my teammates hit me when I was open, and, we did a really good job of moving the ball. We played as a team. We just came up a little short.
Anything further for the student athletes? Thank you. Student athletes are excused.
Good job, guys.
Question for Coach Walters? Steve?
Right, so your season isn't over, but in one part of it is. I mean, you kind of just give us the overview of where you guys were from November to now.
When I think about this season, I think about Murray State. I think about Pepperdine on the road. I will think about Loyola Marymount twice. I'll think about BYU at home. I think about the last two games against St. Mary's. I thought we really got better when we played St. Mary's on the road. we just still have some work to do. We still, from a size standpoint, got to get bigger, got to rebound the basketball a little bit better. I think that the question now is, are we going to reload or are we going to rebuild? You know what I mean? And I'd like to reload as opposed to rebuild. Saying all that, we got some big shoes to fill with Angelo and Rashad. But we win 3 or 4 of those games that I mentioned, and maybe all of a sudden we're talking about NIT. Maybe we're on a bubble. Who knows? We're going to try to challenge ourselves with our schedule. Obviously who we play and trying to get so-called BCS conferences to play us home and home. But those seniors and really the top 6 guys on our team, losing Damo hurt us a little bit, not having a true backup point guard. But it's something that we can definitely build off of. We've laid a little bit of a foundation. I don't think we're where we need to be or where we want to be, but I think we're getting a lot closer. This is a really good league. You know what I mean? When you talk about BYU, Gonzaga, St. Mary's, I think Loyola Marymount, in terms of talent, offensive talent, they're as good as those guys are, and to get that W last night was big for us. And obviously we had a lot of pent up energy for that one. We couldn't manifest it again tonight. I do think we ran a little bit out of gas. You're playing 3 games on 3 nights, and it is what it is. But we've got to. You win those 2 games at Loyola Marymount, maybe we're not a 5 seed. We get a stop. We get big stops against Loyola Marymount, BYU. Maybe we're not a 5 seed. Maybe we're a 4 or 3 seed. You know what I mean? And maybe it's a little different situation. But we'll just try to keep getting better.
Ben?
You've said plenty of nice things about Cody in the past. Is this the best you've seen him play overall?
He's really. I mean, he gets in his own way. You know what I mean? I love him because when you talk about Cody, you talk about motor. He's got the best motor of any guy on our team. If anything, he overthinks things. I mean, he'll come over to me. He'll say, "Hey, we should run this." I'm really sorry I just said that. I don't know what else. What I mean? It's one of those type of deals. You know what I mean? I want to try to do your job, coach. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't have a. I think I'm pretty good, but I don't have a huge ego. I like players talking. To me and express himself if they do it the right way, and he does. And when you talk about, we did all kinds of testing before this. He's off the charts in terms of oxygen, lung capacity. You know what I mean? He gets in his own way, and what we're trying to get him out of is worrying. You know what I mean? Worrying about not being perfect. He wants to be perfect, and that's a great thing. But also you got to be able to let things go too. And next year he'll have a bigger load. For us, and he's got to get stronger. He's got to get better defensively, and that's a big thing for us. He's got to get better guarding the basketball. But, I think that's the kind of game he's capable of playing. And saying that, I mean, St. Mary's, they weren't guarding him. You know what I mean? And he made him pay. And it gave us a chance. If we could have got something going with some other guys, and it's not their fault, I think that they were shot. I looked at our guys, and I'm like pumping up air. You know what I mean? But the needle wasn't connected to the ball. You know what I mean? And the hours just kept going. But no, he played really well tonight.
Anything further, Coach? Thank you.
Thank you.